I was given a Jummah khutbah at one point, and I was telling everybody, I was like, look, bear with me, but we're gonna go on a little journey, and just the aspect of just understanding who you are makes it easy in life to see things through a specific lens or through a specific perspective. Because if you're always looking at this life through the lens of this dunya versus the lens of the akhirah, then you're always going to come to different conclusions. So, like, for example, the people in Palestine, the people in Gaza, they're looking at this, everything that's happening through the lens of the akhirah. So when they're burying their children, or someone dies, or they're losing loved ones left and right, they understand that though their souls are being greeted, on the opposite side, they're being greeted by other martyrs. They're being nestled under the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if a person was looking at that through the lens of only the dunya, it's just bloodshed and depression and gloom and doom and I want to kill myself. And so your lens is everything. So everything in life goes back down to that lens that you're looking at life through. And that is essentially equivalent to your foundation, like your aqidah, your foundation. And if your foundation is weak, then everything you build on that foundation is always going to be wobbly. And it's a scary thing, because now the higher you get, the more damage that's going to be done. Imagine you have a lopsided foundation and you build 10 feet up. If something falls off of a roof that's 10 feet, it might cause some damage, but compare it to 20 feet off, 30 feet off, 40 feet off. So so if you're building and you're trying to build so much so quickly, inconsistently, on a wobbly foundation, then you're setting yourself up for disaster. So subhanAllah, like something I wish, and I thank you and I thank Ashik and whoever it is, but I remember when I first watched, and mind you, I grew up very religious. It's not like I questioned Allah, questioned the Prophet ﷺ, no. Like, I was on my deen, I was on my salah, I was always in the masjid, I was i'tikaf, yeah. But there are certain things and moments and light bulb moments in life where you begin to actually truly appreciate what you have. And that's only when you understand the foundation. And so that aqidah, class that I watched online, like, really was amazing. Like, it hit different. So yeah, man, my advice to everybody and to myself first is sometimes just take a step back. And I tell this a lot to, like, even my colleagues. It's like, sometimes you need to take one step back to take 2 steps forward.
100%.
Maybe 2 steps back to take 5 steps forward. But at some point in life, you just need to pause and just hit the reset button and just say, let me just take a step back and think for a moment at where I am and where am I going and stuff like that.
And go back to the basics.